Welcome to Cunt Strikes Back.
Ugh.
I know you burping and like.
Hi, welcome to The Cunt Strikes Back.
I feel like we should do another intro, a better intro.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, welcome to episode 3 of
The Cunt Strikes Back.
Yeah, honey. Woo.
We're both tired, we're both sleepy.
Yes.
For some reason.
Because we bought the wrong brand of vodka, that's why.
Yeah. Ugh. We bought like a strawberry vodka, and we did this weird ass. It's horrible. Anyways, you don't need.
I don't hate myself this much.
Okay.
But here we are.
Here we are.
Lowering our standards. I feel like as queer people, we do need to lower our standards a lot for life.
Yes.
In relationships, in friendships, family relationships too, I guess.
Okay. Real. I mean, yeah.
Next topic.
Next up.
that was covered.
Alright.
I'm sure we have nothing to add rather than yeah.
Yeah. It's exhausting.
God.
Yeah, so I'll come back again and
We're so excited, you can
we're
tell.
so excited. It's like we're trying to get drunk while we're both super sleepy, so we're just kinda like, hi. The pregame did not go well.
No.
We drank. We did.
Also because we were pre-gaming and instead of talking to each other we were watching Invincible.
Yeah, true.
That might have been a part of
Yeah.
it, of like
We were
non-engaging.
Just, yeah, we're not. We were
Let's
just
try
like,
to channel the energy that we had the other day when we went out.
Oh.
With the vodka shots.
You wanna go get vodka shot?
That vodka was good. That
It was,
vodka
like,
compared to
expensive
our
vodka.
compared to the vodka that we usually buy, one shot of that is like whoo.
Well, yes, it was.
Yes, it was more expensive, but that's why.
That's why it's good.
Yeah.
And we didn't go out on Halloween, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I was sad about that, but
Same.
c'est la vie. You know, I also did not hear any stories that, you know, I mean, I felt like we didn't miss much, I guess, because I got to school and like I didn't hear anyone be like,
But
oh
that's
my God.
the thing.
You
I
know?
was excited for a Halloween craze that I knew wasn't gonna happen, but even more than that, I was excited to just go out with you and get drinks and here we are now, hey, and it's not going as expected again.
This is horrible. This, by the way, this is strawberry vodka with pineapple juice on top of it.
I regret the pineapple. I think we should have gone with orange.
Orange. You were like orange or pineapple, and I was like, I prefer pineapple, but I'm not sure that's gonna be a good like mixture. But you just were like whatever. So I was like, you know what, fine, I'll
I
grab.
trusted you. I was like, he seems
Well,
to
you
be down
should-
for
you
the
should.
pineapple, so let's
You
try
shouldn't
it.
have trusted me.
Yeah.
Because this is horrible. Yeah, it's a little potion. It's kind of like Halloween themed, you know. Can you all see it? It's kind of like red, you know. Ugh.
Oh, Jesus.
This is just us gonna drinking. I mean, that's kind of iconic, right? That's just like not even talking that much, just us trying to drink. Doesn't like ugh.
This
Every
is
time we
low-key
take a
what
sip.
happens when we
Okay.
go.
Sorry.
We'll tell that story in a
And,
bit. This is low-key what happens when you and I go out, because usually like we all try to go out all together, but then every other friend just gives up on
and
the
it's just
idea.
the two of
So it's
us.
just the two of
Every
us
time
with a
it's
bottle
getting
of
annoying.
vodka, just like going from really light conversation to like the deepest, darkest, most existential struggles.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, bestie, this was fun.
Nah, this was
Bye.
so fun.
Have a nice day today,
not to
because it's always
mention,
like
not to
4 a.m.
mention that
already.
like, even if our friends do come with us, they aren't the drinking type. So either way, we are always the only ones like actually drinking, and that's annoying.
Disrespectful.
I mean, that's not annoying. They do what the fuck they want,
Yeah.
and like power to them
I
for
don't
not wanting
want to
to.
force anyone.
No, I don't
to
force
do
anyone.
anything they don't want to.
But when they start judging us for drinking,
Yeah,
that gets a bit.
I'm not gonna blame you or make you feel guilty that you don't drink, but then don't judge me when I'm drunk. They'll be like, ha ha ha,
Já está. Every time.
Every fucking time.
Every time we start, because like when we start getting drunk, when we start drinking, we become,
drunk.
Drunk, but our friends
my
look at us
God.
like, when sometimes we're not even drunk, we're just being happy, and we're happy, so
Yes.
we become a bit more extra. And our friends just like, já está, which is like, oh, they're already drunk. And it's so annoying.
It's so annoying. And I gotta say, because I'm very crazy, like,
Kind of
I
same.
have those moments
Right.
where I'm like, woo! Sometimes, if that is the vibe...
Like you breaking
if-
the glass. You... Last?
No. Let
Last-
me finish what I said,
Okay,
and then you'll tell
okay,
that story.
okay.
Oh, you triggered me so much. I'm triggered. I feel aggressed. Because I feel like so often we have moments where like we just understand like it's okay to like explode a little more and to like laugh a little louder because like I don't give a fuck. We're just having fun.
I don't give a
But
fuck.
I don't give a fuck. But sometimes I do it and that's not really the vibe.
Yeah.
And instead of y'all just letting me know, no, like I'm not there with you. Sorry. It's always just like, oh my
Já
god,
está,
já está.
está.
Which, by the way, it means like
I don't know.
it's already happened. I guess in English.
It's already
Y'all don't
here.
have the same
I don't-
poetry
yeah,
that we
I can't
have.
really translate that.
It's like oops. But anyways, so often I feel like I'm going on my usual vibe that we share so often, but I do my usual me and you're all just like...
You? Me too. Girl. Do not lump me into...
Then I feel like we're both victims.
Oh yeah.
I know this happens to everyone in our friend group, but I feel like of everyone, I feel like it happens the more to me where people are just like, calm down. And I'm like,
You think so? I don't know. I don't really see it.
Jesus. I'm just happy. Like, you just,
No.
like,
No.
Okay.
I feel like... I don't know, because
Like,
I...
it's either this
Because
or I'm crying,
Because
so
I
please
feel
let
like
me
I'm
laugh out
very extra, especially when I'm comfortable with you guys, especially when we're drinking. I'm like, I think I'm the wildest in the room when I'm
loud.
drunk.
Very gay of you.
Very gay of me. But I don't know, I don't really feel people being like, okay, what? Calm it. So instead of, já está. Anyways.
Anyways,
I was saying, last New Year's Eve, we spent it at a friend's house, and she
okay.
slapped the fuck out of my hand and made me drop a glass, and it broke, and then
No!
she tried to blame
Oh
me.
He just proved that I'm right. And let me tell you why. Because the glass is actually in my hand. He just proved... Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yes! Yes, it was. I'm so happy. He just proved that
No,
I'm
it
right.
wasn't.
I was
Olha, já
holding a
está,
glass.
já está.
Shut the
I was holding the glass.
No, I was holding the glass. And you
And
were like...
you did that.
And you slapped it out of my hand, and you were like, "Oh my god, it's your fault that you weren't holding it tight." I was like, "Okay, I
You're
wasn't,
the way
but
around.
no."
Are you
Oh my God.
gaslighting me?
I was no, you're gaslighting me. I was holding the fucking glass. That's why I was fucking
I don't-
cleaning up the mess on the floor.
No, because it was your
And
fault.
I
So I
was-
was like, you clean it up. It wasn't my fault. So I
I'm
was like,
gonna call people and get their version
get
of the
it.
story.
Call
'Cause
Mariana. Call Mariana
No,
right now.
the glass was in my fucking hand, and you went like this, and you like knocked the glass just down because I wasn't really holding it with force. And I was trying,
I don't
like,
remember it like
to
that.
keep, accountability for both of us. Like, yeah, you slapped it, but I was very drunk by then,
Yeah,
so
we
I
were both
clearly
drunk,
wasn't,
so-
like... I was kind of holding a cup like this, so of course it went down. But so I was trying so hard to be like, no, like, it's okay, you knocked it down, but I dropped, like... So, and you were like, I did it? You were the one fucking holding the glass.
Now you're lying.
Oh my
That
god!
drop
I
when the
I
glass-
was the one holding the. I
When
remember
the
just looking,
Look,
looking
just
from my hands
Not
to
even
your
going
face,
to
being
the,
like,
not even going there. When the glass dropped, I just remember you being like, "Do art,"
because you did such a fucking
and you
thing.
blamed me. I was
And
like,
you didn't even notice that my hand was like right here. You just like pow. But I was so drunk.
Are you sure?
Because
I've
I've been already dancing Katya like on the middle of our friend's kitchen, which was like a shared kitchen, by the way, which was very interesting. We were very drunk.
We were the only ones.
But I just
drunk.
remember looking at my glass and being like, oh my god. But then you got so offended by me suggesting that you knocked it with a lot of strength, and you were just
I
like,
don't remember it like that.
you were the one who dropped it. And I was like, whoa, calm down. And this, mind you, this
Okay.
was all like seconds before midnight.
No, it was a bit more.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like some minutes. It was
Okay.
like 10 minutes.
We were with
before
our
midnight.
friend who lived in said house, like in the middle of the hallway, because she was trying to. Honestly, it's like such a slay of her. She was like trying to deliver something online before midnight hit, because it was the deadline.
Yeah.
And in the hallway, the Wi-Fi was stronger, so we were there with her, and this happens in the middle, and so then I just panic. I go to
And
grab.
then us fighting over who did it with her,
You
just
were being
trying.
so defensive, though.
But I'm pretty sure I was the one holding the glass. I'm not even joking.
I am 100% sure.
Okay. But do you want me to call her? I'll call her right now.
She's in Istanbul right now, by the way. Hi, bestie. I know she's gonna watch this.
But yeah.
Já
Já está.
está.
Anyways. But yeah, when we go
Oh,
out.
be careful.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe you're saying it
God.
was your fucking glass.
I
Bitch, I was holding that glass.
honestly.
I am not blind.
I honestly don't remember.
You're the one who wears glasses.
What I do remember is that it wasn't my fault. That I'm sure. That I remember. You know what I mean?
Do you understand what I mean?
It's true.
Zero accountability for anything. For anything.
What do you mean? You know?
I love that you just immediately proved
Which,
that I
by the
was
way-
right by
which-
saying no. I was holding the
which,
glass
by
and
the
she
way-
knocked it down.
By the way, the day after when you guys left, another friend of ours who spent the night with us, who spent the night there, Mika, she stabbed herself with a piece of glass that was still in the ground after we cleaned it up. just so you know that happened afterwards.
And I gotta say, I cleaned up most of it because you just kept arguing with me. I didn't do anything. You were just like there with the glass.
Why were you
I'm
there
sorry,
with the glass?
I was.
Okay, no, I was joking
Listen,
with that one.
Zero patience for you today. If that's the vibe we're going for, oh my god, girl.
Okay, Miss Tang. But yeah,
I just know the
when
glass
we-
was in my fucking hand. Just.
Are you sure? I was drunk that night, so I don't remember. That's my excuse.
Okay. Well.
Are you sure the alcohol isn't messing with your memory?
I think we should change the subject.
Okay. So let's change the subject by saying. So yeah, when we go out, just the two of us are the ones who get drunk, point blank, period.
And
no
I
one
don't
else
even-
really drinks on our friend group,
Yeah.
other than, some of the guys who don't really, just don't really hang out with us anymore. Anyway, so yeah, we're all normally the only ones who get drunk, so everyone looks at us like, oh.
But I feel
there
like you
they
and
go.
I, we don't get that crazy. Like, we're not the type of drunks that, like, start falling around. Just breaking glasses.
Well, sometimes.
But, like,
I mean,
we don't
when I
don't get blackout
when
drunk.
I get really drunk, I am that kind of person.
That's on you then.
Okay, wow. Okay, next thing.
No, I feel like when I get really drunk, I mean, I've had past experiences where I got really drunk and that was not fun. So I stopped myself from getting to that point. But I think the max that I allow myself to get drunk, I'm just like stumbly and like slurring my words,
Yes, very much.
laughing like
Yes.
with no volume.
You laugh a lot when you're drunk.
I'm
Like,
trying
what's
to
so
enjoy
funny, girl?
the best side of
What's so
your
funny?
face. Because it's the only
Like,
face
what's
I
so
see
funny?
in those nights. But we've had some fun nights.
Yes. We get fun nights in Lisbon.
Yes. Although we were talking about this the other day, we do have a struggle where I think it might be because I have a faster metabolism.
Yes.
I get drunker faster, and then
Yeah,
when
I
you're
mean,
drunk, I'm already like curing.
It also does
my-
help because I am somewhat of a slow drinker. Like, you drink faster than me in general when it's like big drinks. So then, yeah, it turns into this thing where like I'm still sober, she's already getting drunk, and then by the time she's getting sober again, I'm on in the peak of me getting drunk. Like the both of us need to like continue
Connect.
drinking, just like
Pour that shit on our glasses.
okay,
Pour it up.
I did
Doesn't
the
Rihanna
way
have
he
a song that's like pour it up, pour it up?
I don't know.
Ooh. And that's on period, sis.
Yeah, maybe what? Ah, this is horrible. Ugh. Anyways. Yeah, what else? What else? I hate that.
Nespresso.
Saying that, like, what else, like, yeah, like, what else do we need
Yeah,
to go
what
through?
else,
Like,
bitch?
what do you mean, what else, what?
Um,
So, yeah, other than, you know, us being drunk and us you having a faster metabolism than me. So it's a hard time to sync up our drunkenness instead of sync up period. It's sync up the
because
drunkenness.
I feel like I also
like-
it's like also an anxiety thing. Like, say we go to Burger King or McDonald's or something. I'm one of the people
I
that
feel like
I
Burger
like
King
to
so
eat
much,
like some people eat burgers first and fries and then the nuggets or so, like I'd
Oh.
like to eat everything
Oh,
a bit
yeah,
of
me
everything
too.
at the same time.
Actually,
A balanced meal.
Actually, I'm trying to become one of those people who eats the fries first and then the burger. But normally, I like to eat both at the same time.
Change it up.
Change
Have
it up a
fun.
bit.
But I do feel like I'm one of those people that, like, let's say if for one time I let some fries still, I can't just be like engaged in conversation and eating the fries slowly. I'm like, oh, I gotta do something with my hands. And I'll like start like even if I'm eating
that's one
slowly,
thing
I
I-
have to be holding something.
Same.
Or if I have a glass in my
Going
hands.
out, the worst thing, like especially me, not us, not being smokers. When I hang out with smokers, I
know.
hate it because, okay, well, let's go out because they need to get a smoke, and then I'm just like
You're just standing there.
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything, and then they're smoking, so they might. Obviously, we're talking, but you know, I mean, that, and that's why I kind of became of a smoker when I'm drunk. A smoker when I'm drunk, if people give me smokes, because I ain't spending money on that shit. That's way too
Because
expensive.
if you spend money on it, then you're just committed to
Yeah,
smoking the
so
whole thing.
I refuse
Yeah.
to spend any money on any drugs or cigarettes. It's like, if they give it to me, sure. But if,
Sugar baby.
sure, babe.
Slide.
I'm a witch. Like,
You're a social parasite.
I'm a social parasite. Like, I steal weed from people. Like, if y'all got weed, it's like, okay.
Swiper, no swiping.
To the point where I already haven't smoked weed since the last time I was with
I know.
Armucho, with, you know who, because he gave me free weed, so I was like, yeah, but now I don't smoke
And
it
also
because
I'm just too awkward to go to a dealer like, hey,
they don't care.
you got some
They give a fuck about money.
some stuff, some
Mm.
materials, some
But the thing,
smoke.
if I wanted to buy, I would go through to that mutual friend and be like,
Yeah.
can you get me something?
Yeah.
Because I kind of trust him a bit more than just a
But
random
that's the
person.
thing. I won't do it because I can't be bothered.
Yeah, I don't need to smoke
I could
them.
buy it
I
at
don't
the
need-
supermarket, I
I
would.
don't need weed that
But
much.
having to go like,
Yeah, it's too much trouble.
but I'm
And
the
then
same
having
with
to hide
cigarettes.
from my mom, and Because then it would be weird that I had like things to smoke. Someone would be like, "Do you smoke?" I'm like, "Well, no."
The first weed that I smoked, my
Was
mom
with
gave
your
it to me.
Yeah. Well, my mom.
My
Yeah,
mom is
my mom
awesome.
ain't like that. My mom was afraid in high school. She was afraid for me to go to the high school went to because she was afraid I would get into drugs.
I would
Like
say
she
she's
literally
crazy,
said
but
to me,
she's
she
not.
was like,
Because
I don't want you to smoke
if
weed.
you went outside the school, like during the breaks,
Yeah, it was just
it would be
this
both
big
students
ass
and
weed, but
teachers. The smell of weed on the street
yeah.
would be like. But this is like a town thing. Our town.
It was kind of weird.
It was.
It's
I had a teacher that you had to. He smoked in the classes, not like in
Ooh.
the building, but he would be very absent from class for like 2 whole hours and then
yeah,
come
that
back
one.
with the smell. You know which
I
one
was
I'm
his
talking about.
favorite. He always used to go after me, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I think that's the way of him being like, oh, I'm one of his favorites.
He had some students in his class where he was like very like, oh my god, you're doing this, you're doing that, and then he came to me and he'd be like, you're not trying hard enough.
Oh.
And then he'd leave and I'd be like,
He would just spend,
actually?
he would just spend the whole of my classes roasting me.
Mm-hmm.
Not really roasting, just because it wasn't really a
Playful
roast.
banter.
It was like a playful banter, I guess, where it was just like him like trying to make fun of me and be like,
That man has to at least be bisexual.
is he dead? He was old. Imagine if he died. Is it him?
I'm sure he's at least bisexual, but very homophobic. Like, in the closet to himself. Because no straight man acts like that.
I never thought about the sexuality of that man, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay. Making me look weird. No, but just, you know when some people have certain mannerisms and certain talking points that they're very interested in?
I mean,
he was the second male teacher that male arts teacher that I was like, you fruity as hell.
second, you had the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first one was very like he gave like pedophile vibes. He liked going to the girls and like touching them and stuff. To the boys too. Just very. We love this growing experience.
I guess we drink to that.
Drink to that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm sorry.
Had a lot more queer-coded male teachers than queer-coded female teachers.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Although I feel like women in general can be very sapphic, even if they're not necessarily queer. Like, being a woman, you will never get this.
Yeah, sorry.
Being a woman is just so, like, being in tune with your femininity.
Go off.
I'm gonna stop
queen.
this bit.
Go off, queen.
No, but yeah, I really feel like a lot of women were very sapphic. Yeah, I feel like being ladylike
I don't know.
can be very sapphic.
For me, it's like, I'm not sure if it is because I'm a man, but I guess I don't really detect that. Like, obviously I can, like, I can look at women
But
be
maybe
like,
let me explain
you know
how.
what I mean?
In terms of, like, you know, the sisterhood. And we talk a lot about our bodies, we talk a lot about our feelings. In the same way that, for example, male culture can sometimes be very homoerotic.
Yeah. Oh,
you know?
yeah, okay, yeah.
And like, oh my
You got me on
god,
that,
and
yeah.
like the amount of
Okay.
women that I've heard say, I love women's bodies, I'm not gay, but like, you know, I find women beautiful and really sexy, you know, like, in that way.
It's super interesting how that like part of us being humans manifests itself differently depending on how we were raised in like what gender roles we were raised. Like men, obviously they have a lot of like they fight, they like make fun of each other. We make fun of each other in a very homoerotic way. And it's very much like, oh, you know, we're not gay. Well, I'm not gay, but you know. And then it's interesting hearing you say that about, you know, just in a different way, manifesting itself in a different way. It's just interesting. It's cool, actually.
Yeah. Although, what's not fun is the amount of women that will say, You know, sometimes I wonder if I'm gay, but then I just imagine, and then they insert like the grossest, like, I imagine licking the chooch,
Oh,
and I just can't do. Like, they just use
what's
the
that,
grossest
honey?
metaphors to describe their privates, and I'm like, are you disgusted of yourself?
Yes.
Like, and they're like, yeah, I bet it's so dirty and so gross. I'm like,
I mean,
do you
that's
shower?
yeah, like that's kind of
I
kind of
mean,
new.
it can be just as dirty as a dick. Like,
Girl,
you trust a dick, but you don't trust a vagina. Anyways,
girl.
this could be a long, long conversation that I don't feel like having.
Period.
And I can. Not want to.
Zasta?
Zasta.
So let's change the topics.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk. So yesterday we went to watch Five Nights at Freddy's.
We did.
So I never played the games, but I kind of know, like, I know of them. Obviously, it's kind of hard to
Of
not
the
know
lore.
about them. You didn't know pretty much anything, right?
I knew there were dead kids in the
Mhm.
animatronics. I knew a bad man had put them in there.
A bad man.
A bad man. I just didn't know. Some of the smaller details and like how the spring locks worked and stuff like that.
It was a very fun movie. You know, some of my, one of my friends in university, he kind of dragged me for going to watch it. I'm like, yo, like, not every movie needs to be great. That wasn't a great movie, but it was a fun movie. We had fun, and that's like
Yeah.
what I feel like that's kind of part of what matters. And yeah, I just had fun with it, honestly. It was
I'd
kind
give
of
it maybe
cheesy
like
and
a-
shit and cringy in some ways, but in a fun way.
Yeah, I feel like it's that genre of movie where you're like, if it wasn't this way, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know? I give it like a solid B. Or like a B minus.
Yo, I guess I'll go
Yeah, I
more
would
to
add
that.
the minus.
Oh, yeah, the minus.
Because it's not trying to be
No, I would add a plus
Something-
just for Josh Hutcherson.
Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah,
Is that how you say his name?
I hope so. He's so hot. But not hot, but cute. Because he's not really hot, he's just cute.
You showed me a photo of him yesterday, like
Yeah.
on a
Bowling.
bowling thing, and I was like, as a man that you are, Josh Hutcherson. I hope I'm saying his name right. PETA from Hunger Games.
Peter from her.
By the way, we're both Team PETA.
Yeah, well, I was always Team Peter. I didn't
From
even,
the get-go.
I didn't care too much about Hunger Games because I saw the second movie first. That was the first movie I saw from Hunger Games. Was the second one, which obviously gives a bit. I guess it's weird to start there, but I did. I was like Team Peter all the way. I mean, who the fuck is this Galen guy?
Because you look at Gail like, okay, you're
Gale, wow.
hot. People keep telling me you are. I don't see it. I guess you went hunting with Katniss. I guess that's
But
the
like
common
Peter
ground.
gave her bread. Peter is just so
Peter threw her bread
cute.
on the
So
floor.
baby boy. Yeah?
He was so giving, throwing a burnt baguette on the mud for her
No, it was like wasn't it like combo? How do you say that in English? Combo.
with mold.
Mold, yeah, moldy baguette.
But yeah, Team Peter all the way.
Team-
Sensitive boy, soft boy.
Soft white, he's so cute. And
We'll fight for you. We'll fight for what's right. But we'll also
And he
play the
was
nasty
great.
game when he needs to. When you start to see, like, Katniss is stealing all the attention in the training, and he doesn't have a lot, so he starts really playing the manipulation. When he gives that, like, because I love her, and everyone is like, I was like, oh shit, he playing the game.
Yeah, he knows how to play the game, and that's something. But yeah, I love him. I realized that I had a crush on. We were talking like he was like in Bridge of Terabithia, or whatever.
Oh, that
Which
movie.
I also had a crush when I was a kid and I saw it. But he also, I didn't talk to you about it. But that's when I like my crush on him like really started. Was he played the character in like the Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Yeah, I
He's
remember
like one
seeing
of the
that
main
movie
characters,
once on TV
and me being
in
like,
Christmas.
oh my, hi,
Hi.
who are you? And yes, honestly, just because I kind of went to watch the movie, just because no, I didn't. I mean, he was a big part of it. I was like, you know what? It's kind of worth it just to see that man. So, spending 12 euros because I got popcorn. I was like,
Damn.
it was expensive as fuck.
That's dedication.
For my man, anything.
Oof. He's really talented though.
For any future my mans, I'll do anything. I'll buy your popcorns, okay? Like, y'all should be thankful.
He has so much to give, y'all. Come on. Like, get with it.
Yeah, we went to watch it. It was really fun. It wasn't that scary. Like, I jumped. You jumped. I saw you jump at least once. Like, there was one.
I jumped.
I don't even remember
a
what was
lot.
part, but like there was one part where you jumped to the point where like I saw it. I was like, "You good?"
I was right next to you. I mean, that's not very...
Yeah, it was.
I didn't jump like, whoa! It was more just
I
like
didn't.
a...
I didn't jump that much. I think. I don't think I jumped that much.
I remember jumping and looking at you and you were just like... like laughing and like breathing out. So like, ooh, little adrenaline rush.
Ah!
Our friend is teaching an English class online,
whispered,
right on the next room, and we're making a lot of noise. Sorry.
I mean, we're speaking in English, so we might be helping. No, I'm just saying.
We're also teaching a
We're
class
also
over
teaching.
here.
What you think?
Class in English and in cunt.
Hmm.
I hate myself sometimes.
Rough.
It's a battle between the gay in me and the white in me. I'm not even kidding. But it's not a DNA issue. It's an education issue, okay? I can be better, I swear.
Okay. Cheers to that. Try to be better than that.
Sometimes I'll like... We were going to the cinema yesterday with two of our friends. Dave was one of them. With like my roommates. We were driving there and we put Beyonce. And sometimes I'm like listening to Beyonce and I'm really feeling, you know, that feminine energy. And other times I'm like, I am so white right now singing this.
Yes. Anyway, so... Ooh! Not the... Ooh! Not the little hand on the chest, be like, ooh, girl. The vodka be getting to her.
Is it getting to you at all?
It's starting to get there, I guess.
Again, I don't feel
But I'm not sure if
myself
it's because
very...
I'm tired that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because, yeah.
I feel like this is so much sugar that it's making me more sleepy than hyper. Which, shouldn't it be the other way around?
Yeah, it should.
Maybe it needs to ferment in my
Anyways.
stomach to get me there.
Also, today, this is, by the way, we're filming this on a Friday. Today dropped the last episode of Gen V, the first episode of Invincible. So, let's talk about
Yeah.
Gen V first. How are you feeling?
Gen V was amazing. From the first episode, great premise. Love the way they integrated what has been happening since season 3 of The Boys into the universe. The whole thing of like, will Homelander be put on trial? And like, I was so not expecting the twist that they made of like, no, the superheroes are gonna revolt because they feel attacked right now. That was so fucking cool. And just the powers, like, so creative. Really loving the show.
Yeah, Sam, I'm loving the show. It's more of The Boys. That's pretty much it. It's more of The Boys. If you like The Boys, you're gonna love Gen V. You know,
Yeah.
if you don't like The Boys, you're not gonna enjoy it. But there's like a guy in the window in the hotel.
He was there last night, looking super creepy. Is he looking at us?
I didn't say
Did you
hi.
just wave at him?
Yeah, he
Could be a
didn't say hi.
serial killer.
That doesn't look like a serial killer. I think he's on his phone. Whatever. So yeah, if you like The Boys.
Or is he pretending to be on his phone?
I don't know, I can't really see it from here.
Let's just forget
So
it.
yeah, Gen V, really great. I like the expansion of the universe they did. I loved. Yeah, I kind of loved everything about it. It's just like more of the boys. I said that already, but I'm
I
gonna
do
repeat. It's
really
just more
feel
of the
like
boys. So
one thing that makes this show really stand out to me is how they're portraying the experience of being a teen nowadays, or at least like a young adult, because I guess they're all like 17, 18.
yeah, they're all
I
young.
love how they. I think just the boys in general is very good in being like such a representation of the world right now. It just feels so contemporary in that way. But what I love about Gen V is it is so brutally honest with the experience of being a teenager in like an age where social media exists and having superpowers and how that can be how those struggles can be joined with the struggles of puberty and sexuality and fucking love that they have like non-binary representation like and it's seen as a superpower. Like I love that it's not one of those things where it's like okay diversity check. Like I love that the boys does those like things for diversity but it's genuinely for a good representation stake. I'm just bringing this up because I have a huge crush on Jordan. That's all.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you agree?
I'm more of a Marie Monroe kind of guy.
Yeah,
but,
you
know,
are. Yeah, you are.
The both powers.
I
mean,
agree.
It's just great. Yeah, but I will say this: I wasn't the biggest fan of the finale because I felt it was too much of a setup for The Boys season 4 instead of like being a finale for Gen V.
I feel like it was more of a setup for season 2 of Gen V.
I don't think so. I thought it was
Because
fully
just
on.
them ending up in the lab and like, where the fuck are we? And it just ends there. I feel like
I mean, will we get this
I
second
wanted
season
a
of Gen
bigger
V?
sense of a conclusion before that happened, you know?
I guess.
But I guess what they're saying is like, yeah, this universe is like really unpredictable.
Yeah. But well, I also loved Ashley because Ashley is my favorite character in all of The Boys universe.
Really?
She's just so funny to me. I
Because she's
just
just
love her
cunty.
so much, and she's so cunty. In this first episode, she was just giving cunt with that fucking like blazer
Power
like outfit.
suit.
Like she was looking so good. I don't know why. I just think she's funny, and the character just plays into that into like trying to make fun of these CEO people
Yeah.
in our real life or like, you know. I mean, I don't know. I just like her so much. I just think she's great. I love her so much. And yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
She's
else?
very entertaining.
Yeah, she's every time she's on, in the on like screen, it's a gold.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else like the name of the actress, but she goes in. I love that she isn't
I
afraid to.
love her in this show, and she played a character in Jessica Jones season 1. That
Did
was
she?
yeah.
I don't know.
Do you remember?
Oh yeah,
Do you remember the guy that Kilgrave made
the
slit his neck?
neighbors.
She was a sister.
Yeah.
And in that show, she already plays someone who's
A bit
a bit
kooky.
like, I guess, like they allude to her maybe having like some social struggles. But she's so devoted, like in her performance, and Ashley. Like perfect casting. Perfect cast. I couldn't
Just
imagine
perfect,
anyone else delivering, because I love especially the balance where she'll have like super tense scenes with Homelander, but as soon as he leaves, she's just like, okay, back to the like, where the fuck are you looking at? Go do something. She's just
amazing.
such a well-written character. What I love about The Boys is, and you know this, I was very reluctant to watch The Boys because I'd seen some clips. And I was like, is this like a really like male empowerment, like like
just like sex
brutality,
and like blood and like
Deadpool, even like without the chain, the chains off, is that
The what?
like off the leash?
The
The
chains off.
Woo! Whew.
Not
Yeah.
the chains off.
So I was very reluctant to start watching it, but when I did, I just saw like, oh my god, no, they're balancing this so well. They're really reinforcing that all of this is ridiculous, and the corporate capitalistic world that we live in is just so dumb and manipulative because we give it that power. And the comment that they're making on power and social structures and how fear plays into people's hatred.
And how, someone else, even Homelander, the superheroes who have like these powers kind of need to kneel to these CEOs in a way. I think it's just, because the comics are shit.
Yeah.
I never read the comics, but from what I heard,
everyone says,
the comics are complete shit, and the way they were able to turn this into something so good, it's amazing. Like, I still love the way they like deal with like companies with pride, with Queen Maeve, and they like pride. It's just so funny, and then there's like a lot of fans who don't get it because there's a lot of the boys fans who honestly
who are boys.
who are
That's what you were gonna say.
who are boys, not men, boys, and who honestly don't get it and think they're like the
They
boys
think
are making
Homelander
fun
is
of
right.
them.
Yeah.
And then they see like, for example, these like pride like jokes, and they're like, oh, they're making fun of you guys. No, they're making fun of us. I mean, we love this because this is funny as fuck. Seeing them making fun of these companies trying to seem hip and cool.
And you know what I'll say to that? Realize.
Realize. Let me tell you.
The Deep is such a perfect satire of the power influencer. Oh my god.
Some days ago, I was in my job, and like my job, I need to like deal with customers, but then I can like kind of be in the background and like, and every time I was in the background, I would just be like, I'll be like, realize. I don't know why it just popped up to me. It's just so deep. The deep.
I hate
You're
that.
welcome.
Imagine there's
like real,
no heaven.
like because it's so real. Like realize, just so.
Really?
Yes.
He went off frame.
Yes. Anyways, I love the boys. Just so funny, and the commitment,
Commitment
they make, recording things that you will only see if you go like on Twitter or Instagram.
Yes.
It's just so fun.
Their media promotions are so
just,
good.
It's so funny and so
Peak
fun.
digital
and,
marketing.
You can tell they're having fun. You can
Yes.
tell they're having fun doing
And
this
that
stuff.
is so important. And this is made by Amazon. But
Yeah,
just
it's like
the fact that
it's a bit of a contradiction, I guess.
But a lot of people pointed out like, oh really, Amazon's posting this? I guess the world really is out. I see that as hope. I really do. Because listen, they're making it. I know some CEOs at Amazon are probably like, it's fine. Like,
they don't
the
care.
more people
they
think
only
we're
care
aware,
about
the less
money.
they don't care about our
They
brand.
don't care about
Just
money,
the fact that creators are devoted to making these points in like the most popular media really does give me hope. Like
I mean, what you just said reminds me of James Gunn and Guardians of the Galaxy 3, where it's an obvious critique on how Disney deals with the high revolutionary being standing for like Disney or any kind of CEO.
And I that just got like truly unlocked. Like it just dawned on me because I sent you that TikTok of that guy explaining that. I was feeling that way when I was watching the film, but I wasn't being able to put it into words. And like that motherfucker, he is so sneaky. And you can say what you want about James Gunn and the type of humor that he goes for and the violence that he goes for, which for me is fine. It's a tool like anything else. But the type of stories that he is able to tell with all of that crazy. Let's put let's name things. He told one of the most beautiful stories of the 21st century with a fucking raccoon. I'm really drunk. With a
Yeah,
fucking
I can
raccoon.
tell.
I really crave for more material done by these people, like him, people like Taika Waititi. I'm, thinking
Yeah.
of. Let me finish.
Okay,
I'm not talking Taika Waititi Marvel. I'm talking Taika Waititi in general.
Yeah, okay.
Cause Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Again, I'm just going for the most popular things that are popping out of my head right now. But just people who are really looking at the complexity and diversity of our living situation right now, all around the globe, and not people who are still stuck in the past, I guess, in like ways of telling stories.
Joe, the Russo brothers.
The Russo brothers. Mayhaps.
Perhaps. I mean, they did good. I mean, my favorite
I
MCU
wouldn't be
movie.
quoted saying that, but I would
Oh.
quote you saying that.
Oh. Well, I didn't say anything. I just said Russo brothers. You're just trying to, put your agenda on me by me saying Russo brothers. I just felt like saying that.
No,
You know what I mean?
I'm not saying this in like, I won't be God saying it. I'm like, I would give props to you to admit
Oh.
that. Because, like, yeah. I love Winter Soldier. I love Infinity War. And I tolerate Endgame.
What about Civil War? The best one.
Oh, yeah, they did that one too. Yeah. I love Civil War. Civil War really felt like a peak. And then...
Which, by the way, Civil War reminds me. The creative director of Spider-Man, the PS4 and Spider-Man 2 now that came out on PS5. They were saying... They did this weird-ass analogy when someone asked about Spider-Man 3 where he was like... So Spider-Man 1 was our Avengers, Spider-Man 2 was our Civil War, and Spider-Man 3 could, where can that go? From here, I'm like, what? Anyways.
What a weird ass thing to say.
It was such a weird analogy. I was like, what you talking about, girl?
That's it. Civil
okay.
War was a peak. Infinity War was fine. I feel like Infinity War loses value because Endgame is the way it is. That's how I feel it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know. I really feel like Endgame steals a lot of power from what Infinity War was able to accomplish, and this just goes to show that the current studio business model, does not work, because what do you mean? They shot Infinity War and Endgame at the same time, and yet one is good and the other one is They did not take their time. They wrote an amazing first movie, and then they tried to rush the second one because they wanted to, get it out fast, get it out perfect, get it out, we gotta make money. That they really sacrificed a lot of things. The amount of fans that I've heard say, ever since Endgame, I have not watched one single Marvel thing because Endgame was so disappointing to me, which I agree.
Have you heard that?
Yes. Like, so many, YouTube essayists that I watch, they all say the same thing after Endgame. It's just felt... And I get it. I think I've also always agreed with that. I've just, again, kept that denial of, no, but... Gotta give him a chance, because they're building onto something, and now they've supposedly built onto that, and I'm not interested. I keep, I don't know if it's hiccups or burps. I'm still confused. That hit me hard.
Anyways, yes. We also watched Invincible.
Episode 1.
Episode 1, Season 2.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I'm kind of feeling like a scratched vinyl, scratched record, because from The Boys and Invincible, I'm kind of just like, yeah, it's more of the same, but the same was great, so it's also great, you know?
Keep it up.
I'm honestly
That's
not
all
sure
I have to
what
say.
else. Yeah, keep it up. You're all doing a great job. So
I don't mind if the quality stays the same, just don't go below.
Oh, okay. Period. But yeah, pretty cool. And seeing them going into multiverse kind of shenanigans.
Very scary seeing what could happen
What
if
could
Mark,
have- yeah, Mark, yeah.
went to his father's side. Yeah, very scary. Yeah.
I also love how they're, dealing with the mental state of like Mark and his mother.
Very
I mean,
important.
they're just not, glossing it over. They're, it shows that Mark is not he's in a horrible place right now, and his mom. They also kind of showed it a bit.
Yeah.
It's great, and I cannot wait to see where it goes because neither of us have read the comics, so we.
I've read some,
Oh, I didn't know that.
but it was a long time ago. So sometimes I'll watch scenes and I'm like, oh yeah, that happens. And then just like, I'm still surprised because again, it was so long ago. You know what we could talk about? The actress that plays Mark's mom is Sandra Oh.
I mean, do I need to be here? Because I feel like you're just gonna go on a monologue. Like,
We could go back to
I don't-
talking
I don't
about
have-
Josh
I don't
Hutcherson
have
if
much
you
to
want.
say about her, to be honest.
No, but what I was
Go
gonna
ahead,
lead to is
say.
like the voice acting performances on Invincible are really
Are
good.
amazing, yeah.
Star-studded cast. You have what's his name? Stephen Young,
yeah,
who was
that's
also
like
on
Steven,
Beef,
yeah,
which I
he's-
still haven't seen, but I've heard a great many things. My mom watched it on Netflix and she said it was great. Sandra Oh plays his mom, and fucking Omni-Man. What's the J.K. Simmons,
Yeah.
who also plays that fly is going right in front of the lens. Girly.
Where'd she go? Oh.
J.K. Simmons also plays.
Omni-Man, and he's amazing as Omni-Man.
And Tenzin. I'm mixing fandoms.
Wait, J.K. Simmons?
Tenzin in
Legend of
Korra.
Korra?
Yes,
Oh,
that's him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What? Wow.
He's
Did not know
Tenzin.
that at all.
I only figured it out by the end of the first season. I was like, this voice is fucking
Oh my
familiar.
god. I did not
And then in the
know
credits,
that.
I was like,
That's-
there he is.
That's cool.
Um.
Let's finish this shit up.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, guys, this was our episode. We're both super sleepy and kind of drunk, so it was kind of
Yeah.
all over the place as always.
Period.
But yeah.
Again, I'll do my magic, and this will be amazing.
Okay. Go off, Queen.
It's like a diamond in the rough right now. And I'm gonna be the diamond person who goes in there with the chisel and the hammer and like, yeah, let me. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Anyways.
So let's.
Thank you for watching, and thanks for watching. Why is there a square in my face? I swear to God.
It's the focus thing.
But the focus is like on me face. So
On me face.
thank you for
You
watching.
sounded kind of northern. On me face.
I am from Northern College. So north, querida.
Ay.
Excuse me.
Punch him in the ass. Kick him in the ass.
What? Anyways,
That's a quote
so
from you.
punch him in the ass. That's
From the last episode.
I said that to what?
Like a customer that was rude and was like, I wanted to punch him in the ass.
Okay.
And I was like, that is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. And you were like, yeah.
I mean, have you ever got punched in the ass? It probably hurts a lot. Like actual punched
It's
in
the
the ass.
weirdest fucking.
It probably hurts. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Vanessa, for tuning in. Thank you, Mariana, for tuning in. Since y'all the only ones who actually watch this
Yeah.
shit, but like, thanks.
Thanks.
Kisses for Mariana, who's in Budapest, who doesn't.
Yes,
who,
from far away.
Yeah, like
You were
it's like
heavily mentioned
it's like
this
a
episode.
message from the past to you, Mariana.
We thinking about you, girl.
And
Yeah, we hope this was in the least amusing.
Yeah.
Hope.
hope.
And yeah, we'll try to keep this going.
Yeah.